Good morning Year 2, it's Miss Moll here with Thursday's maths lesson today, and we are still looking at data today. Today, our Walt, we are learning to interpret a pictogram to find out information. So that word interpret means work out what it's showing us, okay? It's looking at what we understand from a pictogram. We're trying to take that information out of the pictogram to figure out the answers to questions or to understand what it is telling us. Now, today, our Wilf, I can answer questions that require me to read how many each category contains on a pictogram. So that is just reading the numbers and the information that you can see in front of you, and I know that you did a brilliant job of that on Monday, so I think that you will do a fantastic job with this today. Then I can answer questions about the pictogram that ask me to find the difference. Now I will go through that one in a minute, but you did actually do one of those on Monday and I showed you a quick tip for how to solve those. And then the challenge is answering questions that involve adding two categories together. And there is an extra level of challenge today. So if you do the main and challenge sheet today, if you do the main activity today, brilliant. If you get onto the challenge today, remember our red questions, then you don't need to do the main activity tomorrow, you just do the challenge, but I will remind you that at the end of the video, okay? So, we've got another pictogram here. It's very bright and colourful today. We've got different pictures in each box. Notice each picture is the same size. What information does this pictogram tell us? So pause the video and figure out what it is telling us. Okay, well done if you said it's telling us all about the favourite sweets, and lots of you will have spotted this title at the top that says our favourite sweets. So we are finding out about some sweets. So at the bottom, which sweets have they got to choose from? We've got jelly bean, jelly babies, eggs, shrimps, all sorts, and Smarties. So those are our different categories to choose from. And remember, the number at the side tells us how many people chose that. So well done if you realised it was all about sweets today. And then we've got two questions. Which sweet is the most popular? We'll do that one first. Which sweet on here is the most popular? Well done if you said it was jelly babies. And you will have noticed that because the jelly babies here is the tallest category, the tallest column, and it goes up to 9. So well done, that is the most popular. And the next one, which sweet is the least popular? So the least popular means that it's got the lowest. So pause the video while you have a look. Okay, now this one may have caught a few of you out, because this one's got the lowest number of squares that are actually used, but actually, all sorts, nobody picked them. Not one person picked it, so it's actually 0. So the sweet that's the least popular is all sorts, because nobody chose it. And I know that quite often in Year 2 it's very easy to miss that one because there isn't anything there, and to pick this one here because there are 2 being shown and not notice that this one doesn't have any, it means 0. So well done if you got that one correct. Now this is the one, if we go back to our Wilf, where we said about that ask me to find the difference. So it's finding the difference because we're looking at how many more chose one thing than another. So how many more people chose or liked Smarties than eggs? So I'm looking at Smarties here and I'm looking at eggs here, and I can see that Smarties is taller than eggs, but I need to find out how much taller. So I'm going to go from eggs and I'm going to do my line across here, and then I'm going to count all of these ones up above. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more children chose Smarties than eggs because we've got 6 here and 2 here. 6 take away 2 equals 4. So you could calculate it by subtracting, or you could do it by drawing the line and counting the additional ones, the extra ones that are up above. So you are finding the difference. Okay, I've got another one for you to do this time. I will read it and then I'd like you to pause the video and work out the answer. How many more children liked jelly babies than shrimps? So how many more people chose jelly babies than shrimps? So pause the video while you work out the answer. Okay, so I'm going to draw my line across because I found shrimps. I've gone across to my jelly babies and I've got these extra ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 extra people, 6 more children chose jelly babies than shrimps. And then we've got another one. How many children chose, this is a little bit different. How many children chose shrimps or eggs? So this time it's not how many more, it's how many chose it in total. How many children chose shrimps or eggs? So you will need to add up the shrimps and eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 children chose either eggs or shrimps. Okay, this time it's your turn. How many children chose jelly beans or Smarties? So you have to add up all of the children that chose jelly beans and all of the ones that chose Smarties. So pause the video. Okay, well done. If you told me that the answer was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done. Okay, so let's look back at our wolf again. So I can answer questions that require me to count how many are in each category. I can find the difference, remember how many more chose something. And then that last question where we had to add together 2 groups, that's the slightly more challenging questions today. So if you are doing the easy sheet today, then you are showing some information on a pictogram. So first of all, you've got the favourite fruits of the teachers, and you need to show me that information on the pictogram, and then you need to answer the questions at the bottom. So that's for our easy sheet. Now, children who are doing the main and the challenge sheet today, all of us should be able to do the main activity, where we are answering the questions about Percy class and how they travel to school in the mornings. But some of you might get onto the challenge. And in our challenge today, each dot means 2, okay? Don't worry if you start this and find it a little bit tricky, because tomorrow everybody is going to be doing something like this. So if you do the challenge today, you don't need to do the main activity tomorrow, you will just be doing the challenge, but I will remind you in the morning, okay? So this time, each dot means 2. So what would this half a dot mean? Well done, if you said it means 1. So, good luck today if you manage to do the main and the challenge, but don't worry if you don't. If you just do the main, that is perfect, because tomorrow we will be moving on to the challenge type work anyway. So, good luck, year 2.